There has been a reveal about the story and the synopsis for the Dragon Cry movie for Fairy Tail, the second movie, and a lot of Fairy Tail news. As obviously, I know a lot of those people being shocked about, the manga recently being announced to end, and this, but I thought I'd give you at least some good news of Fairy Tail for today and all that, as we've been getting some original works alongside with the announcement of, who are people working on this movie, alongside with the directors and stuff like that, character design, all this stuff and all that has been, revealed in the movie, and also I'm going to be talking about the synopsis for the story that we're going to be taking off, and I'm going to be reading off to you guys right now. In the kingdom of Fury lies the magical wand Dragon Cry. The wand is said to hold enough power to overthrow the entire world. However, it is stolen by one of the rebels of the kingdom, Zash, and hands over the animus of the Stellar Kingdom. The Magical Guild is requested to recapture Dragon Cry, and Fairy Tail's Natsu, Lucy, Happy, Gray, Urza, E.N.D, and Shala sneak into the Kingdom of Stella in order to chase after Zash. In the midst of this battle over Dragon Cry, they meet the magician Sonia, who is under the service of Animus. What is the aim of the Animus? Who wants to take Dragon Cry for himself? What is the secret of Sonia? Who wants to save the country? And amidst all this speculation, Fairy Tail must face the danger that is threatening the world. And suddenly, Natsu's true instincts awaken. Now, during this and all that, as you can clearly tell and all that, the preview that we've had for the movie for the longest has been Natsu with a half of his, dragon form, kind of transformed alongside of it. And if anything, we've kind of gone off from, the material of anything, we've clearly seen, this thing with this dragon eye form, and I wouldn't be surprised after, all the stuff that we've been hearing about recently for the series and what's been happening, and I wouldn't be, a lot of people have gone saying this is going to be taking place after, the whole Avatar arc, before Alvarez, and some people are even speculating that this is going to be like a Naruto The Last, that this is actually going to take place after the manga concludes. So it would make sense, if it was going around that, since obviously the manga is going to be ending sometime this year, so ending into its final arc, maybe it might even go into early 2017. But the fact that that confirmation there is that we are going to see some sort of transformation. We do know the fact that the title Dragon Cry also comes up to the actual thing that's part of the story, which makes sense since the Phoenix Priestess was also as well referring to what, the person in the movie. So, that's where it's going to come from, and the fact that the entire movie is going to be taking place in this Stellar Kingdom, and that's probably where the bad guy, from what we've seen and all that from a little couple of screenshots, and a lot of the characters, I'm taking the girl that she's Sonia, and the big bad guy is clearly going to be this guy known as Zash. It's honestly really exciting to think about that. That's going to be something we're going to finally see out of Natsu after all this time. We're finally going to see this Dragon Eyes form. And, honestly, just the way how he's always looked in that, picture has always looked really badass to me. I've honestly loved that every time. And knowing this and all that, I can also announce that the cast is going to be returning for this movie. So Natsu, as he's going to be replaying as well, as Tetsuya, Kakihara. Lucy is going to be replayed by her voice actress Aya Hirano. Ria Kugimiya, who's also known the voice of, Kagura, is coming back for Happy. Yuchi Nakamura returning for Gray. Urza, Sayaka Ohara. E.N.D, Satomi Sato, and Shala Yui Hori. Funny enough, not that, from some of the people that are there and what we see in the casting, funny how, some of the characters aren't going to be mentioned. So, it honestly sounds like, for the most part, we're not going to have a bunch of the fairy characters going to be in there. It's going to be these guys. Maybe we might see a little bit of, stuff from the other characters. Maybe we might see a little cameo right at the end of the movie, or something's going to happen. So, I'm really curious about that from what we're going to be seeing. And the fact that we got some people as well, obviously they're quoting, Hiro Mashima for the original work and also working on it. The director is Tatsuma Mikawa. I know some people might get some a little bit of information about that. I'm honestly not too well known with my directors and screenwriters and all the character designers, but still for you people know that. The screenwriter is Shoji Yomemura. The character designer and chief animated director is Hiroko Yamada. Music, Yasuharu Takanashi, which I believe is the same guy that they've had for all the Fairy Tail seasons. If I remember that correctly, he's also as well done the production on Ed Live, one of the new animes, and just utterly, fantastic music. Full fucking thumbs up if that's the case, because I love Fairy Tail's music. And also as well, the sound director, Shoji Hada, and of course, as what we were not surprised there, the anime production is being done by A1 Pictures, who have been doing all of the seasons, for what we know there. And just the fact that it's just good news to have, with Fairy Tail. And the fact is, we're gonna see like a transformation. We're gonna see this like his dragon form, like it's gonna be like combined with his human form. So we get honestly, it wouldn't be surprising we're gonna have this half hybrid form. Like the fact is, like maybe if this is later on in the future, maybe like the fact is that this is after the whole like series and all that. Maybe like Natsu, the whole thing that he had with E.N.D, like the seal is so weak at this point that when Natsu does Dragon Force, he actually has like this half force like transformation. So this might be something that he have like in the future. Like who knows? Maybe this could be like a permanent thing for him. Like I doubt it, but it would be really cool if this is like if he actually went further than this and all that. This would be like what he had, but like only like a part of his face and like the wings and all that was affected by that. So I feel that's really cool. I honestly love the design that we've always seen for Natsu for this. I've really loved this kind of like half dragon form. Same thing with like the claws and the horn. It's always what I've kind of imagined what E.N.D would be. So I'm kind of glad that at least this design is coming in somewhere with Natsu, and I'm really goddamn excited there, and I cannot wait to see this movie. Sadly, I'm gonna have to wait a while for the movie to come out, but I'm glad at least we got synopsis and we got stuff to talk about. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you think about the story? What do you think about the visuals? And what do you think about the villains and all that? Like, what do you think is going to be happening in this movie? Do you think it's taking place after the Avatar arc, or do you think it's actually taking place after the final arc of Fairy Tail, which is the Alvarez arc? So I'm very curious to see what you guys think. That's all from me. Thank you as always for watching. Remember, hit that like and that subscribe, and I'll see you guys though next time.